Good morning. Good morning. I have my coffee. I just want to talk a little bit today about the word meditation. I just was doing my quiet time this morning and just doing some reading and writing, and the word meditation just kind of infiltrated throughout my spirit. And I just want to tell you a little bit how I come to appreciate meditation. And last year, when I was going through the tail end of my doctoral process, meditation was one of my outlets. To say that process was hard is an understatement. There were times that I was like, "What am I doing?" It was just really hard, and it was just a matter of like I was having a hard time like trying to piece all the information and tie it all in. And when you're working with like over 100 pages worth of documents, or not documents, but pages, it becomes a little overwhelming. And on top of working and being a mom, and it was really hard. So meditation was one of the things that helps me get through that. And I would rise in the morning and it looked different every day. Sometimes I would do yoga. Sometimes I would sit and just work on my breathing. But one of the things or several things that I got from my experience with meditation was just that it kind of recentered me back to who I am and like being in the present moment. And so I just got real clear on my intention and my purpose, and my dreams and like God's will for my life. And in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, like going through that process was pretty hard because there were so many things that I felt like I needed to get done right then. Like I'm a type A. And it just helped me slow everything down. And I can't get to tomorrow today, and I can't get to the next hour before getting through the present moment. So I just become really clear about it. And it just helped a lot. Breathing, I'd always heard, breathe your way through it, breathe your way through it. But it was really one of the things that helped center me, even throughout the day when things became stressful. I would just, no matter what I would just take a deep breath. And I realized that I didn't do that a lot. I didn't breathe deeply. And just like take it all in and let it out. And I'm getting emotional thinking about it because it was such a hard time. And I'll do other videos about it as well. But meditation was one of the things that helped ground me and keep me centered. And even now that I'm finished with my doctorate, praise the Lord, I through God's grace and the support of my friends and family, I made it through. But as I'm going into my life coaching business, it's something that I found that I do 15 minutes before hopping on the phone with a client. Is just recentering myself, go into a quiet space. I have a designated space in my closet where I can just become real clear, because throughout the day, there's a lot of things on my chest and in my mind, and I don't want to take that into my phone call with a client. So I just give myself 15 minutes to just declutter like what's going on in my life and get real clear on what and who I need to be for my client for the next hour, and just what my role is through that process. I learned like I'm a fixer by nature, and it's not my job to fix it. It's my job as a life coach to help my client come into their own knowing and their own realization. I'm just kind of there to help facilitate and ask the right questions and help them see a different perspective. And as I was training to become a health and life coach, that's one of the things that my master coach had to remind me of, is because I'm a fixer, and It's not my job to give them the answer. So I have to be real clear on that intention. And I read back over our prior week's session. So that way I'm real clear on where they were and like how to better lead them. And the most important thing that I have come to find out is that as a life coach, and I will say as a mom, first of all, as a mom, like I pride myself in multitasking, and that's not always a good thing, doing several things at once. But when it comes to being on a phone call with a client as a life coach, multitasking is unacceptable. I'm there only as a life coach. I'm there with no other distractions, and my client deserves that. And I'm happy to provide that for them. So with me, it is no multitasking. I am there 100% focused and locked in with my client, and that's what they deserve. So I just kind of wanted to hop on here and just tell you the importance of meditation that you can exercise in your own life. And sometimes it's a couple minutes, sometimes it's 15, 20 minutes. It just depends on what your day calls for, but I encourage you to implement that into your daily life. And the other thing I'll challenge you with is to breathe deeply. I'm reminding myself that too, even as I talk, is to breathe deeply, like let it all in and let it all out, and just fill your own tank back up. But I hope that you have a great day. That's my video today from Dr. Mac. I hope that you are also sipping on your favorite cup of coffee. But I look forward to working with you. If you're interested in having a session with me, please don't hesitate to email me, Dr. Coach Mac, and that's MACK @gmail.com. And I look forward to working with you all soon.